Hello.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Two people. Hey,
two
two
people.
people.
We're here. Bam, notifications work. I'm telling. That's what I'm. Look at that. Look at that. I just realized something.
Ooh, 5 people now. Woo.
Oh, we have 5 people. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay,
Jumped up.
I'm trying to. You can tell that we really thought this out because I was like logging in with my laptop and trying to do something here. And we'll hit Brad laptop. How's
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
doing tonight out there in the world?
So good.
So good.
Ooh.
There we go. I didn't mute my MacBook when I opened that up. You were like, "Wow,
That's what the echo was from?
that was yeah." I heard it immediately. It was like, whoosh.
Echo.
Oh yeah, always behind me, right here. I can't do I'm not good with my hands, which is why my hand model career was very short.
Dang it.
It's not gonna happen. So yeah, welcome everybody to a classic or a reunion of Eyes and Ears podcasts of sorts.
Yay.
Yeah, we're Elon had this crazy idea to do this. And he was like, "Hey, we should do something for Black Friday." And I was like, "Excuse me, who are you?" And so that's why we're here. We're here. We're going to talk about some deals that we've found personally. This is not going to I mean, it's not I don't think it's going to be all encompassing. It's just kind of laid back and
Yeah.
trying to find some fun things to either gift to people or gift yourself. So, you know, yeah, this is going to be really fun. This is also a well, it says so in the thing, holiday gift guide and AMA. I'm not sure what AMA means, so Elon can fill you in on what that means.
Ask monsters anything.
Hey, hey.
I
Oh,
mean, it normally stands for ask me anything, but in this case, it means ask me us anything.
anything you want, you can ask.
So yeah, the first part will be going over some deals. We don't have anything like intense PowerPoint presentation to show you or anything. We just wanted to keep it casual and hop online, show the screen, and just kind of see what's out there. We've got Crutchfield and Best Buy and Costco and whatever other tabs open, and I just want to see for myself because I actually haven't gone through and seen everything that's going on myself. So we're going to do this together. Everyone joining us, we're going to find out together what the deals are.
I'm
So,
telling you.
holy cow.
I didn't even mean to add that in there, but it totally worked with what you were. Did you add that? Did you add the Costco thing?
No, I didn't.
No, well, I did. And guys, this is
We're
going
just
really well.
too good.
There we go. Hey, it seemed to add my laptop screen along with your screen. Anyway, yeah. So
Oh,
yeah, I don't know
interesting.
what's going on. But anyway, how you been? We'll open up with pleasantries real quick because it's been a hot minute.
Yeah. Well, let's see. A video is coming out tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
that is going to reveal some things about my channel moving forward. The new stuff, as Siphonics Audio kind of alluded to. Looking forward to here, I'll just show that here. Looking forward to the Transformer Theater you have brewing. But yeah, more details will come tomorrow in the video. But I mean, to the 11 people joining us right now, you'll
Hey,
get a first look,
kind of preview.
kind of a little preview, letting you know that the office that I'm currently in that has my stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have noticed that I showed a quick reel showing that I had taken down all of the speakers.
Yeah, and you had a very nice person tell you that you goof off too much in the comments. So that was
Saw that one?
yeah, I was like I always scroll to the bottom of every comment section just to see what the first comment was, and normally it's somebody being like a smart ass.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
sure enough,
right.
sure
Yeah, that
enough.
was I mean, these days, everything like that's just water off a duck's back,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at the same time, I was like, "Really? Yeah, I did you just now join my channel, and then this is have you
Where have
seen
you been this
anything that I've
whole
done
time?
before? Have you seen any live streams?"
Yeah.
Goofy is pretty much my middle name, so
Yeah, and you do the goofy voice very well. So
yeah.
definitely we can't do too much of it here due to copyright reasons.
Yes, we don't want
Um,
the mouse chasing us and,
yeah.
threatening our lives.
I do wanna say thank you, for the, compliment. My wife actually got me this, like, a couple months ago, and it's like, I don't wanna take it off, I love it so much, and I get so many comments. I've literally been out and about shopping and be like, "Hey, nice shirt. Hey, nice hoodie. Hey, and I'm like, I don't know if you guys are the same way where
Mhm.
you're out somewhere and you don't realize or remember what shirt you put on, so you have to go
Right.
like this, you know? So
Yeah.
it's a fun time. It's a fun time. But thank you for that. Yeah, my wife she bought this for me and it's like I just love it. It's I mean Back to the Future is my favorite movie of all time. Well, it's a tie between that and the Shawshank Redemption. Two very different movies, but I can't choose between them. They are like equal to me. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So Michael Walker is here. Hello, Michael Walker. How are you?
Hello, Michael Walker.
Hello, Michael,
Thanks for
my old
joining us,
friend.
all 11 of you currently. I know it was kinda last minute. I mean, we've known about this for a couple weeks now, and earlier in the week, last week, I kept thinking to myself, "Yeah, I'm gonna make the thumbnail. I'm gonna set it up on StreamYard so people know, like, a week ahead of time." Never happened. I just
Yeah.
kept getting sidetracked and, life happens. So, to those of you joining us, thanks. This means
What
a lot. But we hope to at least help you out in knowing what to get or not get in your pursuits of all this holiday shopping madness. So,
yeah, because it's I had to go to the store today and it was definitely the week of Thanksgiving.
yeah, dude.
It's crazy. For those that don't know, I live in Central Florida
Mhm.
and in a relatively small town, but it's yeah, there the roads were like pretty full, and I'm like, what is
Wow.
going on? Oh wait, so yeah, you kind of get used to the small town vibe where you're like, oh, I can go to the store in 5 minutes. It's like no, no, it's 15 today. It's 15
Dang.
today. So, but yeah, I like Elon said, we're not here to tell you every deal known to man. I think we have kind of like a nice little kind of collection. I might cover some PC deals, like if you're looking at building a home theater PC, if you're looking at getting a new graphics card or something, I'm gonna try to like cover that. And
Mhm.
yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun because yeah, now is the time to save, apparently. Even though
Now,
even though Black Friday used to start like way like late
on a Friday?
on the Friday after Thanksgiving, and now it's like
Yeah.
2 weeks before we have doorbusters, and I'm like,
Mhm.
what?"
I've seen plenty of sales online too that are calling it Black November now. It's like, come on.
It's something. It's a way to get you to click on buy now.
Yeah.
So, and they've gotten me on a few things. So, uh, but yeah, so yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited to see where you're going with the channel. I mean, with the home theater and stuff. And
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, more details will be revealed in the video tomorrow. It drops at 6 a.m. Pacific time.
okay,
Um, But yeah, once again, Aperion Audio is gonna hook me up with some different speakers. Well, slightly the same, but slightly different. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I mean the main thing was that I couldn't actually utilize my office space as much as I wanted because I could only watch things after hours or on
Mm,
weekends. And
very
yeah,
limiting,
yeah,
very
it
limiting.
just kind of sucked. So yeah, so we're reinvesting that money elsewhere. So stay tuned for the video tomorrow.
I know
Exciting
what's
news.
happening.
No, you don't. Shush.
Shh. I can keep a secret. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's exciting. I'm working on stuff. I myself. I have a tutorial coming out this week for those of you who maybe have subwoofers that
Mm.
have a parametric EQ on them, and you're on the fence about buying a mini DSP. So keep a lookout for that. Might save you the money buying a mini DSP. Yeah.
Whoa.
So if you own basically any modern SVS subwoofer, this definitely applies to you. But if you have other subwoofers that have parametric EQ, that's it's something I've been planning for a while. And man, I'm just spoiler alert, you can get really, really damn close to what you would get with a mini DSP. Not quite as simply. It's a little more involved. I mean,
Yeah.
not like, oh, you don't have to like do anything to um, you know, I lost my train of thought there for a second. You don't have to do like any type of reverse engineering or any
Yeah.
complex calculations. It's more about like, okay, figuring out how to adjust the phase enough where they like things are in phase with each other. Um,
Yeah. Right.
Thankfully with the SVS like app, it makes it really easy to do that and to also invert the polarity if you need to do that.
Did you hear that music just now?
No, I
Okay,
did
good.
not. I did not. No, I didn't. I was like, Was I supposed to hear music?" So, yeah, keep a lookout for that. I'm actually really excited to share that, because it's something I've been playing around with for a little while, and, it doing my mini DSP video recently kinda got me thinking about it, and I've wanted to do it, and I
Mhm.
figured I'll kinda cover this before I dive into, like, multi-QX, or any more, hopefully, one day, some more Dirac stuff, but I really want a receiver, pre-pro, what have you, that has that support because I currently do not. And
Yeah.
yeah, so maybe I can get something that is relatively cost effective. That's kind of like my whole MO now. It's like I don't want to get anything super expensive. That's not really on
Yeah.
brand with the
Right.
channel and it just doesn't I'm not really interested in that. Like I'm also like I get a lot of requests for Dirac art, which it looks really awesome, but I think to get if you have nothing and you're starting from nothing, it costs like I think something like $800 total to actually get to Dirac art. So you need like Dirac base control and then Dirac art.
Yeah, like, I don't think you can get it by itself.
Right.
Like, you have to get the
So
bundle.
it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. Whereas, neither is multi-QX, but if you're open to doing like REW stuff yourself
Mhm.
and you're okay spending the money on a U mic, then I don't know. I'd probably go that. It's not the same. I'll say that. It's not anything like art, but I don't know. Is art worth almost $1,000? Can't answer that one for you.
Yeah.
That's a personal call. So, and not having not heard it in my theater, I can't tell you if it sounds better than everything else.
True. Because
So,
you are the master when it comes to manual calibration.
I don't know if I call myself the master.
Yes, you are.
Just more of an enthusiast who likes to tinker a lot. Someone like obsessive
Yeah.
compulsive audiophile is like the master. He's like where I get the inspiration from to do what I do. So if you're not familiar with him, go check out his channel. Because I'm gonna give him a shout out as much as I can because he is doing the Lord's work over there, providing
Yeah.
free tools to better people's Odyssey and home theater calibrations. And it's just what a time to be alive, man. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, dude. And another announcement I have to make is I just started an Etsy shop. where I showcase my Dirac inspired artwork. But not true. So
Wait,
uh, take that with a grain of salt.
that I wasn't paying attention. What did you say? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No,
Direct live art, everyone.
direct live
Art.
art.
It's very colorful. So let's, I don't know, we should just go ahead and jump
Yeah,
on in.
dive in, man.
Add to stage. Let's start with Crutchfield Black Friday week of deals.
Black Friday.
So this is their Black Friday week, as a lot are calling it nowadays. You know what? Let's go with the marine audio. How about we dive straight into that and dive into it more ways than one? Actually, let's go home audio. And y'all can see this, right? Okay. What the heck is an Onkyo DXC 390 6 CD changer? Oh, heck yeah, dude.
Dude, I want a CD changer in 2025,
I
going
know.
into 2026.
The other day, I actually saw there is this Sony. I mean, it's obviously old, but it's still available. You can still buy it. It is a Sony 400 disc Blu ray changer. I mean, that's cool. Like, if you've got a lot of Blu rays and you don't want to deal with like ripping them, that's it's actually kind of cool. And it's got its own like inventory system, so you don't have to like just kind of randomly watch a movie. You can actually go to a movie that you want to watch straight there. So yeah, you could be like your own Netflix with this 400 disc Sony
Hmm.
Blu-ray player. But anyway, I digress. Arcam AV41, folks, that's a really good deal.
Yeah. Holy
For
crap.
just the fact that it's 9.2.6. That's how many channels it can support, I think, right? Yeah, 15.2. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if anybody knows Arcam, not the greatest user interface, TBH, but audiophile grade internal components for sure. So especially if you like to listen to music and watch movies on the same system, maybe like 50/50, Arcam is one of the best deals you can get in that regard. But yeah, $3,500 when it's normally over 5,000. So that's a pretty good deal, I might say so myself. Clips reference Premiere RP 600M. Those are
Mhm.
good, decent little bookshelf speakers. If you're wanting to maybe get some extra, if you already have clips, I would recommend getting more clips. So you got, timbre matching going on and stuff. But yeah, so maybe some surround backs. That's a really good deal considering they're normally $769 per pair, $420 off. Yeah, 420, dude.
Hey, man.
We got some turntables. Oh wow. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Klipsch subwoofers in particular, but again, if you already have Klipsch and you want to continue to get Klipsch, SPL 120 subwoofer normally $850, all the way down to 400, almost 50%
Wow.
off. ELAC debut speakers, bookshelf speakers. That's all right. $70 off. It's okay, I guess.
Whatever.
Yeah. Technics turntable stereo receiver from Yamaha. That's all right. Oh my gosh. Isn't I just want to point this out, folks. Just the fact that, tariffs are happening, inflation is happening. Just the economy is I could honestly see this particular holiday season being one of the least people spending the least amount of money
Yeah.
this holiday season compared to other holiday seasons, just because, goodness, tariffs are insane. The fact that the Onkyo TX-RZ50, this thing is what, 4, 5 years old now? And at the time when it first came out, I mean, I still recommend this one because you can do an entire 5.2.4 system with it. But last holiday season, this thing was down to $999, just under
Wow.
$1,000. And now it's normally $1,700, but is now reduced to $1,400. Yikes. Because for the most part, when you're seeing the RZ50 throughout the year, or at least, in previous years, it would always hover around 1,300, 1,200, and then go on sale for $999 at certain times. But man, I am sorry for anybody who's been looking at the RZ50 and wanting it, because goodness, it has gone up in price significantly. So, yikes. Sorry about that. I mean,
How dare you?
it is my fault. I told them to raise the prices because I am a Disney villain.
I don't even
Let's
know why I'm
see.
here.
And well, the RZ30 is $999 currently. But I think the thing about the RZ30 is it does not have. Oh, it does have pre-outs, a full set. I don't think it's as powerful as the RZ50,
Mhm.
but still has THX certification, IMAX enhanced, Direct Live built in. So that could be a good compromise, to be honest. If you're still wanting something like the RZ50, but not wanting to spend that much money, you can get the RZ30.
Yeah.
Let's see. Denon 3800H. Oh, man. Again, this used to be my go-to for telling people to save a bunch of money, but still be able to get something that is really powerful, really versatile, and a good deal. And yet, with $340 off, it's still
Yeah.
$1,459. Ooh, I mean, it was like $1,100, $1,200 for the longest time. Because I would always,
Yeah.
instead of people getting the 4800H, I would always recommend people get the 3800H to save money, so then they can use that money they save to get external amps to use instead of just utilizing all the internal amps and all the other bells and whistles that the 4800H comes with that typically aren't all that relevant. So, man, I don't know. This is kind of depressing already.
Yeah.
Seeing how high the prices have become. Goodness. Um, yeah, we got some Polk monitor speakers. That's actually a pretty good deal for a pair of bookshelf speakers, $150. Yeah. Again, if you're wanting like a little setup or some surrounds or surround backs. Just kind of quickly browsing here. Yeah.
Quickly browse.
Wow. Man, the Arcam AVR 31, $5,000. And it's normally almost 7,000.
Jeez.
Whew.
A
Man,
lot of
that's
money.
yeah. And considering I mean, it can process up to 16 channels, I think it is, but it only has 7 built-in amplifiers. So if you wanna go that big, you have to have external amps. But, uh, but yeah, that's a lot of money. But, just j to pique my curiosity, I just wanna see if this is still true. Before I go to to the Sony AZ7000 ES, um, when Sony sent me the 7000 ES last Christmas, because I asked them for it because I wanted to finally do a review on it. I had never done a review on it. I'd only done the AZ3000. Last holiday season, the 7000 ES was $3,300. What is it now? 37.98. Actually, because the other day I checked this like a couple weeks ago and it was $4,200. So it's at least come down in price. It doesn't say anything like it's on sale right now.
Yeah.
So $3,800. I guess that's better than $4,200 like it was a couple weeks ago. But still, man, because that's what I keep seeing now too on various social media threads and feeds, Instagram threads, TikTok, whatever, is that so many people are commenting about the fact that it's like the sale prices nowadays are what they originally were
Yeah.
years ago when they first came out. Like somebody just commented, I saw it today. The PS5 is on sale for like $300 or $400 or
Yeah.
something.
$3.99, which
Yeah.
is not really a sale. I mean, it yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a sale now, but when it first came out, that's how much it cost. So,
Yeah.
because they even had their receipt. They're like, see, I bought this
Yeah.
several years ago, and this is the exact price it was when it first launched.
Yeah. I
Oh,
I paid, for my Series X, I'm trying to remember, I think I paid $4.99 for it when it first came out. Let me see, original price. Yeah, 499, so $500 essentially. I
right.
actually got rid of it this past April. I traded it into GameStop because they were running a deal where, like, basically you got $420.69.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
420.69, dude.
they did that on purpose because it was literally a 420 deal.
Oh, got it.
So
Okay.
I was like, I can have a PC, I don't really use it. I literally traded that in along with my PS5 to get a PS5 Pro
Yeah.
professional because I'm
Yep.
professional. And
Yes.
just because I'm like, if I'm gonna play the PlayStation 5, I just want the Pro. So I did that,
Mm.
and then they hiked the price up to $599.
Ooh.
Typically things go down as things get older. Like
Yep.
companies, especially like gaming consoles, they do things to bring the cost of manufacture down. So they pass that savings onto the consumer. Typically, it might come in a form of a slim version or some type of version where it's like, oh, we've changed some things around and we actually figured out a way to make this $50 cheaper. So it's not technically $50 cheaper for them, but it's just something that, like, hey, you can get this now for $50 cheaper. That's kind of gone away with everything kind of going on in the world with tariffs and shortages and all
Yeah.
this stuff. So it sucks. It sucks. It really does. Like, my brother-in-law wants to build a computer right now, and I was like, well, unfortunately, RAM is on the up and up in terms of pricing. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
saw that.
crazy, especially like DDR5, which is
Mm.
what is going in most modern computers. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I hate to call this a deal, but here's a 64 gigabyte kit for under $200 when, yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
64. Yikes.
64?
I
What?
mean, you could get like couldn't you get like 128 gigs
Oh, yeah.
for around the same price? not too long ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and well, I mean, the thing is too, I said, "You don't need 64." Like,
Yeah.
he just wants to game on it, but I'm like, if you're gonna do anything else, because he likes to do a lot of, like, AutoCAD stuff, he does 3D
Oh,
printing, and he does Blender. I'm like, more RAM, the better for that
mhm.
kinda stuff. Get
Right.
a decent graphics card, get some get more RAM. So, yeah, it's just weird, man. We're in a weird time.
Yeah. Oof. All right,
Uh,
let's
yeah, I have
just
a
wanted
couple
to
couple
yeah,
questions
yeah,
here. I know Siphonics just left, but he did have a question.
yeah.
Um, just what are the near term items you guys are looking to get? Do you have any near? I think we were talking earlier or like just before. Um, I want to get to rack. No, uh, no, like physical media for you and
Yeah, yeah, that's probably all I'm gonna be spending money on as far
yeah,
as entertainment slash home theater is just more titles to own.
yeah,
Um, I mean, other than that, I would like to get a new Sony camera, but that's probably down the road.
yeah,
Just because my current camera that I use to do most of my, main talking head videos is still 1080p. So
yeah,
be nice to have a 4K camera one of these days.
yeah. I remember when you told me that you were still doing 1080p and you like upscale to 4K on output. I'm like, what? Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But I mean, I think the actual like lighting and stuff makes a bigger difference in resolution, personally.
Yeah. But
But
yeah, because I'm looking at the output of, not just my stuff, but the stuff I'm doing for EQ sticks as well.
yeah, yeah,
And, you know, Premiere Pro can only output it so well and upscale it so well.
right.
So I can just see the little, anomalies and digital artifacts from upscaling it. I'm like, one of these days.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, for me, I've already picked up a graphics card for my computer, and I bought a Mac Mini for my wife. Other than that, I think the only thing I'm looking at is getting like some Steam games that are or some digital PC games. Well, there's
Mm.
not really anything other than digital PC games, so
I know,
I
right?
got some deals on here. I'll like when we get to a little later here. Just sites I typically use to get stuff, and yeah, you can get some killer deals um, for PC games around Black Friday and Cyber Monday and stuff. So it's not just all about physical like home theater gear and like you can do this. It's about well, I mean, especially in the PC space, like you can't you most of the time you I don't know the last physical game that came out. I have to look that up. But we don't really do that anymore on the PC side of stuff.
Mhm. I know. Just curious, speaking of PC gaming, are you gonna get the Steam machine?
Um, I mean, I have no real reason to get it
Yeah.
personally. It looks. I haven't really dived into the specs, but man, it just. I get what they're trying to do. I really do.
Yeah.
They're trying uh, to kind of get into the console space, but for those of us that have like a massive Steam library
Yeah.
and also like have the convenience of just plugging this thing into a TV instead of trying to set up a computer. I personally like the whole setup computer stuff, but there are times where I hate it, you
Yeah.
know, but I get it. Like I totally get the value of just turning something like turning it on, like booting a game up and just playing instead of like having to like do some type of like graphical settings changes or oh wait there's an issue with this game. I'll give you a for instance, and this is not anything that has to do with PC or console, but like my niece and I have a Minecraft realm together. It's just us two, and so
Ah,
she can play when I'm not on, and she can go into the realm and build stuff, and it's just something I'm like I'll pay monthly for because like I like that. She's 13. That's kind of how we hang out together. But like they were having server issues last night, and the
Mhm.
lag was absolutely terrible. And I'd spent about 20 minutes trying to figure out if it was me or if it was her.
Yeah.
And come to find out, it was the actual like the servers in North Carolina. There's some server
Oh my
issues going
gosh.
on. Yeah. So that's a
Not much you can do there.
no, no. And then we just kind of had to power through, and it was not a pleasurable experience.
Dang it.
um,
This is literally because I told my wife that the Steam machine was coming out, and she's like, "Oh, that's cool," because she does have a few games in her Steam library,
yeah.
but she was sold when I told her D brand has this skin available or
Oh my, yeah,
will be available for the Steam machine
yeah.
because Portal is one of her favorite games of all time.
I mean, please tell me she's played Portal 2,
Oh
because I
yeah.
think both are my favorite, like two of my favorite. Portal 2, I love how they just kind of up the ante with the story and just
Mhm.
really dived into, like when you go down like underneath all the test chambers, like to the original Aperture
Yeah.
Labs, and it's like J.K. Simmons voicing.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Cave Johnson.
That's it. Uh,
Yeah.
oh my god, it was so good, and it was just it's something I haven't played in a long time. They just came out with the RTX remix version
Oh.
of Half-Life 2, but the RTX remix of Portal has been out for a while, and I'm
Hmm.
hoping they eventually do Portal 2. I know there's like some fan-made mods that you could, but yeah, it kind of it just look up some if your wife loves Portal, she should check out that because it's like Portal like you've never seen it before. Like
Oh, wow.
it's cool as hell looking. Um, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, it would be cool. I need to dive more into the specs on the Steam machine, but I'm not sure how. I'm not sure what they're going with in terms of like processor, GPU. I'm sure they're going with like a all-in-one like APU,
Yeah.
similar to how the consoles do it. But
Right.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Um,
Let's might as well answer this question while
yeah.
we're at it. I have the ELAC debut 3.0 DB63 from last year. I see the 3.0 are not on sale. When do new speakers go on sale? That's a great question.
Yeah, that's a hard question to even try to answer because it depends on so many different factors, right? Like
Let's
it's
see.
never one specific thing. Um,
Yeah, ELAC debut 3.0 DB63. Where are you, ELAC?
where are you, Elon?
Where are you, ELAC?
Why
Where
can't
can
I
I
find
find
you?
you?
Real quick, while you're looking that up, I want to say thank you to William Kramer. He said, Brad, thanks for being the only guy in the home theater space that actually does tutorials. It doesn't say maybe one day I'll show you guys how to do this. I am only going to ever, I want to say thank you again, real quick. I'm only ever going to show you them. I'm not going to I try not to tease things in videos that I'm like, this is coming up. I've done that a couple times and then things happened where I couldn't and I felt so bad. Like it's taken so long to do the updated mini DSP tutorial and I felt so terrible about that because so many people had been asking for it and it feels good to be back and like actually have the ball rolling and so yeah, just thank you so much for sticking around, William. I really appreciate it. And anybody else watching
Thanks,
that stuck around.
William.
Um, really do appreciate it. The outpouring of support has been amazing.
But yeah, Jay. I mean, yeah, great question. For newer speakers, I would imagine they probably have to be out for at least a year. That's my estimate. Um, especially around the holidays, since it's not on sale right now. I'm gonna guess they're gonna go on sale next holiday. Um, but always when a newer, because it says even here in the literature, surpassing the DB62. So obviously this is the successor to the DB62 is the DB63. So I bet when the DB63s came out, then the DB62s were discounted and on sale. So if they come out with a DB64, you can guarantee that the DB63s are going to be a lot less at that point. But yeah, I would say at least like in any given calendar year, the following holiday season is probably going to be when they're going to be on sale for the first time. Since unfortunately they're not on sale this year.
Boo.
Oh, that's all I have to say about that. But speaking of Dirac Live, they do have a Black Friday sale going on, 20% off. What does that actually mean? Let's see. Yeah, room correction. Wait a second. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
99 to 349.
So okay, the way this works, I remember this when I oh here, let me untick this real quick. So the way that this works is they have 2-channel and multi-channel licenses. If you get a multi-channel
Yeah.
license, which I believe is around 349, that also includes a stereo like stereo license. I actually have like the multi-channel license that they had given me when I reviewed it a
Mhm.
while ago. I'm actually using it on like back here, like in my office on my Mac
Yay.
to correct the room for when I like edit videos. But yeah, so I think that if you kind of dive deep into it, it's like, and I think it's also device dependent.
Yeah.
So like if you're gonna buy it for like the 60 or the 3800H, it might be a different price than something else.
Mhm.
I wish I had
So
direct capable
then
receiver. I would totally like, yeah,
so what do you have that's Dirac capable?
my computer.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So like
Right.
basically it's a they have the ones that connect to your receiver, like that's built in, or they have standalone things, like basically like a VST plugin for your computer that basically remaps the output and kind of takes over the sound of your
Mhm.
computer. And that's the one that I have.
Right. Okay, so just for example, I put in my Marantz AB10
Hmm.
as the component, and with this sale going on, all three, the art bundle, room correction, bass control, and art for $799, which is normally $947. Woo! That is
But can you take the 20% off of that? Because that's not the 20%. That's just the bundle savings. Because see where it says it at the top, 20% off, use black or code BF 2025.
yeah.
I'm
Let's
wondering, you guys can tell we did research on this.
good question. Let's try.
You just ordered. Congratulations. Where do they oh, they have a discount coupon on the left there. See if it'll let you do it. Like right at the bottom above the price.
Discount coupon. What was it called again?
I don't know. Black 2025, was it?
Dang it.
BF 2025.
BF?
BF, like we're BFFs, but just with one F.
BF 2025. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So that is, I mean, it's still expensive. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you can save $160 off of that, why wouldn't you do it? You know,
Yeah.
if you're already looking for it,
Right.
might as well.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, because I know a lot of people are interested, especially if your AVR or processor supports direct art. Because basically, if you get all three right now, obviously you get the bundle discount, but then you get the additional discount because it's the Black Friday deal, you're basically paying art basically comes free then at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're really
If you're going off regular price, yeah.
if you're like very just curious about art. Ah! If you're just curious
You're
about art.
slowly turning into Bobcat Goldthwait. You're
I
just
guess so.
you crazy? I'm a
Oh,
vegetarian.
guys.
Good old Police Academy. Um,
Yeah. So yeah, if you want direct art for free, you should probably take advantage of this BF 2025 discount.
yeah.
Best friends.
Best friends. Friends forever.
You have anything else before we move on?
I mean, I think that's it. I will say that if you have like let's say like you have something like I have back here, which is like a 2.1 channel system,
Mhm.
but I'm using the Prime Wireless Pros
Oh yeah,
mixed
yeah.
with the Aperion Audio Bravus 10D.
Mhm.
They just have a sub out. They can't be controlled, so you're not getting any benefit to having bass control. So you would only need like the stereo 2.1 because you'd have to dial in the sub yourself
Yeah.
with the speakers to make sure you're getting the best like response at the crossover, and then you would just run Dirac and it would do full range, but like it's not going to give you separate control of the subwoofer, so you have to make sure that the level's good and the phasing and everything is good on it.
Right.
Just wanted to mention that because if someone's like, well, I need to buy both room correction and bass control, no, you do not.
You do not.
And I will say that the room correction works amazingly well in my office. I mean, it did when I was testing it out originally for the review a few years ago in a different house. But yeah, it's for a 2-channel system or 2.1 channel system, it's great. I think it's a little pricey for what it is, but so is something from like Sonar Works if you're looking at doing something for your home office or studio. So
Mhm.
yeah, and I just happen to have a free copy of it that I could use. So.
So when we were first looking at the room correction, just
Mhm.
regular direct live room correction, was the $99, is that just the stereo version then?
That may have been. Let me look myself here because I haven't looked at like their pricing in a while. Room correction.
Model
So I wonder what is $99.
Yeah.
You know, like
Arcam SR250, what's that?
I don't even know if they have the. Let me see if they have room correction suite because that's what you would need for the. That's what you need for your computer.
2 channels.
Holy crap! Okay, um, that's way more expensive. That's $500 for the. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, I was looking at the.
Should we share yours?
No, no. This is. I mean, you can. Yeah, you can if you want to. If you want to pop that
Yep.
over there. Yeah. So we have this guy here, which is the basically the one oh see, okay, here we go. So if it was just stereo, it's 350. If you wanted multi-channel, it's 5. And then if you had stereo and you want to upgrade from stereo to multi-channel, you have this. And then the upgrade for 170. And then you can add bass control, but like I said, unless you have some type of uh like system where it has independent sub outs.
Mhm.
So like if you have like an interface that has independent sub outs, and it's compatible with this, then you're good. I don't even know if it needs to be compatible. I'm not sure. I have to look into that. But yeah, then you spend $300 on bass control, which I think, um, if you have like a mini DSP, that is also something you can look at if you guys have been on the fence about getting direct bass control for your mini DSP. I'm not sure if you can go through this or if you have to go through mini DSP's site.
Oh,
Let me see here. Products.
probably through mini DSP. That's
Yeah.
my guess.
Uh, so that
2x4 HD.
I don't even know if they list it anymore
Yeah.
on here. Oh, there it is. It's the DDRC24.
Ah,
Yeah,
'cause
powered
the
by Direct Live.
DR probably stands for direct.
Yeah, the digital
Or
room correction processor powered by Direct Live in a tiny form factor. But I don't even know if it's bass control. It might just be Direct Live.
yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, that's all I got. They have nothing here to on sale for Black Friday. Come on, mini DSP.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Dude.
Stuff's locked. Oh, well, spoiler alert. We have appearing audio in the it's my turn now. We can go over this.
Yeah, do it.
Here, can I make this full screen? I never remember what the shortcut is.
Command
Never mind. It's whatever.
Shaka.
So you guys know, if you've watched my channel, I'm a big fan of appearing audio. They do have a Black Friday sale going on right now. See, there it is. Yeah. So basically, the more you buy, the more you save, up to 20% off, which is a great deal, especially if you're going with something like the Novus. If you're looking for like an entry level system, well, they're entry level, something relatively cheaper. 524 for the floor standard. That's the N5T. 849 for the N6T. I'm actually in the process of getting a whole system of this to review. It's kind of like an entry level thing here, which I think is awesome. They all share the same mounting hardware as like their Theatrus, so they have these slim wall mounts. And I just happened to pick, the tripolar pair here, but you could see the little wall mount holes there. And I think if we go down, it will actually show you the AWZ wall mount. I think that's what it's called, right? It's the AWZ, or maybe it was in the manual. I looked at something that mentioned it, and I thought, oh, there it is, AWM and AWZ. So I'm not sure it
Yeah.
comes with this, the AWZ, but these are some of my favorite like slim wall mounts I've ever used. There's this very simple. They go together like very easily. They're very secure, and what I like about them so far is all the Aperion like on-wall speakers I've gotten all use the same mount. So I don't have to swap the mounts out on the wall. I just have to swap the mounts out on the speaker, which is super simple. Couple screws, you're done. So it makes it really simple to swap out there. And then I'll also
I do like the AWM wall mounts.
kind of the articulating mount
Yeah,
that you
'cause
could, yeah.
they swivel up and down and left to right,
Yeah.
so that's really cool.
Yeah.
I
Now
I had a few of those in the office that I just took down.
what are you doing with your life? No, I wanted to mention too, because I've reviewed, or I've checked out the Bravus subwoofers. I've made videos about them. I have the 10D and the 12D. Well, I had the 12D. I just sent that back to them.
Mhm.
But they have their new Daedalus subwoofers, which for the price, they look pretty damn awesome.
Yeah.
You have an 8-inch. What I don't think that's going to be very popular. It's like unless you want to use it like in an office, like a media sub type thing.
Yeah, like a
You know?
2.1 system.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
The 10, the 12, and the 15. I think Colin from Aperion told me the 12 and the 15 are the two most popular. I'm
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm actually in the process of getting one of each of these, the 12 and the
Ooh,
15. And he did let me know that they are ported, but they come with plugs. So you can run them in sealed mode if you'd like.
no way.
So
Okay.
that's super cool. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think that having something like this, yeah, I mean, there's so many subwoofers out there, right? Like
Mhm.
there's something for everybody, but we've seen over the years, especially this past year, just subwoofer prices skyrocket,
Yeah.
and it makes it harder to recommend certain subs that like I love what SVS does, and I love SVS. Their customer service is fantastic, is excellent. I have all SVS subs right now, and I've never had problems with them. But I did have one problem with my old sub where the grill just kept tearing, and they sent me a new one always without question, even when it was out of warranty. So just that kind of thing where yes, they're pricey. I remember when the 2000 Pros were like 899 each, and then they think they went up $300 or $400, and it's like, I mean,
Whoa.
they're still great subs, but it kind of enters a different price bracket. So
Yes.
what are they competing with now? Is it, and can I recommend it in this same kind of like what's the value proposition? Is it still as good as it was?
Mhm.
So having cheaper subs that maybe I don't think these have digital, they don't have an app or anything like that. However, they do have XLR ins and outs.
Yeah.
So that's something that I know Elon was talking about that he really liked.
I do. If it's coming from the music side of audio engineering, if
Yeah.
if it's got if it's got XLR connections, I'm all about it.
Hey, man.
It's what I
So yeah,
prefer.
I'm excited to check those out. It's hard for me to get excited anymore about like subs, but when I see a sub that's like this, like okay, it's $700, which is still a lot of money, but I'm hoping it performs really well and I can recommend it. What's a
Well,
free
there
spot
aren't that
anymore?
many 12-inch subs out there for $700.
Yeah,
And, the 15 was $1,200. I mean,
yeah,
that's actually pretty darn good if you think about it, because a lot of 15-inch subwoofers, yeah, they're at least like $2,000 or something.
yeah, yeah. So it does go down to 19 hertz, probably
Mm,
depending on your room, maybe a few more,
yeah.
plus or minus 3 dB. And I like that they actually don't list the power as some like crazy, because like so, I'm not saying all companies do this, but there's some companies where you're like, is it really 4,000 watts or whatever? They'll put some
Right.
crazy number on it. But
Yeah.
I like that they're conservative about it, and I'm curious when I do like compression tests to see like when this thing, you know, because it only has 250 watts and 500-watt peak, what's that going to look like for real world?
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, definitely check out Aperion Audio if you want to save some money or looking for subs. What do I have?
I do aesthetically too. I like how it's not just a box.
Yeah, they could
It's
have
got
just went
those
with this like a regular black box, right? Like
uh
they could have,
like their Bravas. Their Bravas are just cubes.
yeah, yeah, they could have went with like just a cube, but they've kind of gone for like a cylindrical, like rounded corner.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call these rounded corners. They're like they extend well over or well down into the finish here on the side.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be cool. I kind of like that. I wonder how well they would stack too. They're
I
probably pretty
know.
full
Seems
stack,
like they would stack very easily with that
Yeah.
flat top.
Flat top. I like that. Yeah, that flat top, man. They got a flat top. Um, what else we got? I'm trying to figure out. I didn't order these, so I'm gonna skip over the.
Well, I've got SVS pulled up if we want to switch gears to that. I mean, but just because I honestly see SVS and Aperion as like equals
Yeah.
as far
Let-
as
Let's.
what they offer and customer service.
Yeah. True. True. I'd say let's do that. I have some monoprice stuff I wanted
Oh
to.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we'll do that after because like to me the monoprice stuff I picked specifically because it's far like if you're on a severely tight budget,
Hmm.
you want to put a system together. That's why I was looking at the monoprice stuff.
Yeah, for sure. They are good at that. All right, so we're already on their earth-shaking SVS Black Friday sale page. SB
Yeah.
3000, $200 off. Wait, yeah, $200 off. Prime Center, $100 off.
Oh wow.
Prime Satellite, what, $50 off? That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, Prime
Oh, the
bookshelf.
PB 1000 Pro is an amazing sub
Yeah.
for $700. You get the full DSP control. You can run it in sealed mode. It has like the digital DSP where you can actually there are oh what do they call it? I'm drawing a blank right now. Where like literally you put the plugs in and then you tell the app like it changes the words. It changes the extension like the port tuning.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's something that can actually get you a bit more performance in both sealed and ported mode if it has like an option to switch between that and not
Mhm.
just simple plugs. I'm not saying anything bad about Aperion or anybody that just allows you to plug them, but uh you can typically get some benefits by having some type of DSP that's saying, hey, the cabinet's now sealed.
Yeah. Yeah. And as far as budget friendly subwoofers are concerned, SVS is still one of the ones on top because of the fact that it also has app control.
Yeah,
Um, Apparently, Aperion Audio is about to get app controlled slash DSP on their subwoofers, or at least their subwoofers that are going to come out pretty soon or something. But
that's pretty cool.
they're not out yet.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What I'll say and what I'll say about the app here too is if those that are just tuning in, I talked a little earlier about doing a tutorial this week for I'll be using SVS subs specifically, but because
Mm,
of the way the parametric EQ in there works, you get 3 bands. It makes it really simple to dial things in.
yeah.
Whereas like some subs just have like a knob on the back. You can't really get fine granular control that way because you're kind of like, am I selecting 11, like, 110 hertz? Am I selecting, 45, 46 hertz? So, yeah, you'll kind of see that in more depth, in more detail when I do the tutorial.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's pretty cool that the 3000 micro is also $699 on sale right now.
Yeah. I
Um,
That's one of the coolest like micro subs I've ever heard.
mhm,
Like it definitely packs a punch for how small it is. Like it
yeah,
surprised me. Is it gonna like replace the 1000 Pro in terms of extension? No, it's too
yeah,
small.
yeah,
But man, what it can do in that small form factor, I think it does a lot.
yeah, dude. Packs a punch. Yeah. Prime Pinnacles on sale, $200 off for your tower speakers if you're looking for tower speakers. Prime Tower, $100 off. PB 3000, $200 off. Man. Prime Wireless Pro. Oh yeah, you've got the Prime Wireless Pros.
Yep. They
Also
are
$699.
awesome. They have a HDMI. I think they have I want to say it's eARC on them. So if you're looking to replace your sound bar with something a little more full range and you're not happy
Mhm.
with the sound bar, might be worth looking into.
Yeah, man. And their newly revealed SB 5000. I mean, it's been out for a year now, I think, almost, but it's already on sale. $200 off. And I remember when I was at Audio Advice in August of this year, they had an SB 5000 in the hotel rooms they were doing their demo room with. Man, really impressive. Um, True, it was just a hotel room, but I mean, it wasn't this tiny closet that we were in. It was a pretty decent sized
Yeah.
room, and just the one SB 5000, I could feel my shirt moving. It pressurized that room just by itself. So it is quite the impressive technology in those new SP and PB 5000s. And speaking of, the PB is also on sale for $200 off, $2,400. But yeah, if you've got the budget, these sounded Excellent. they're they're really doing something right with this new, evolution series of speakers and subwoofers that they came out with last year. And it looks like that's it for SVS as far as hot Black Friday sales is concerned. Yeah, man.
Heck yeah.
So, what do you got now?
Oh, let me pop over there. Here. What am I doing? I don't even know. What year is it? Hey,
What
whoa, we
year
got a
is it?
window to the future.
Whoa!
All right. So I was looking at monoprice stuff because they've honestly, I've always liked their speakers. I don't have a pair of them personally, but they typically are very, very great for budget conscious people, like people
Yep.
that just don't have a ton of money to spend. Like this, for instance, it's their B4 bookshelf for just under $70 for a single speaker, so $140 a pair. But these look very similar to. I love the soft dome tweeters, by the way. I'm a big soft dome tweeter guy. Um, these look very similar to the Andrew Jones, the Pioneer Andrew Jones I have, which I love those speakers.
Ah,
But I mean, $70. You could put together a full 5.1 system. So you got like maybe you don't have the space for floor standing speakers, but you can buy four of these. You can buy you can even like look at maybe, oh heck, why would you get this one when you could literally buy the B5, which is slightly bigger, for literally $1 less? I don't know. But yeah, go with that. Like there's just so many things. I don't want your cookies. There's so many things that that these like all like I was just gonna go and like put together a little system here, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna scroll through the page because there's like so many things that are on sale. Obviously, these are like the THX certified guys are not on sale, but even like look at this. The open box is like more expensive than the ones that
oh
are on
man.
sale. Yeah. Nothing else seems to be on sale here. But yeah, the actual like their monolith speakers. I mean, a tower for 115 bucks is crazy to me.
Yeah.
You know, and you can get two of them. These are they have like ribbon tweeters in them, which I'm not familiar with those. Yeah, check out Monoprice there. I think they also have a lot of their amps on sale. So if you're looking at getting an amp for your home theater or 2 channel and you're kind of on a budget, and you get a 2 by 90 watt stereo amplifier for under $300, which is normally $399. So you're saving 120.
Hmm.
And I've heard great things about their amps. I mean, like $400 for a 5 channel amp. So if you just have 5 channels,
Yeah.
or you're rocking like a 5.1.4 and you want to use your receiver to power your height channels, save $100 on this. Let's see here. I think I had some. Oh, you can get a rack mount for cheap. Obviously, like their higher end processors are not on any sale. I don't even think they have them in stock. Did they even make the HTP one anymore?
Oh, yeah, it says
Yeah,
notify me.
yeah. All these, yeah,
Crazy. Yeah, I didn't
yeah,
realize that. I just thought it was still available. I mean, I was none the wiser, obviously.
yeah. So yeah, then you have like just their general stuff. They have a bunch of stuff on sale, so I think they have a whole featured deals section that you can go through. And
Mhm.
obviously, I'm always a person who's like, you know what, I like to have a few HDMI 2.1 cables on hand. You know,
Yeah.
maybe a couple 3 feet, maybe a couple 6 feet, just to have options if I get a device for review. Sometimes I don't like if I'm not sure I get to keep the device. I don't like taking the HDMI cable out of the box to, I might test it, but then I put it back
Yeah.
in because I'm like, I might forget to return this. Not that it's a big
Right.
deal, but yeah, and their cables are super cheap. Like they're not
Mhm.
super expensive. I've never had a problem with a monoprice cable. I actually just replaced a cable in. my home theater because the cable I was using for my PC, I think it was a 10-foot HDMI 2.1 cable, and it would just constantly like disconnect. And I thought, oh man, my this is before I upgraded my graphics card. I was like, is my graphics card dying? And I just
Oh,
happen to
yeah.
have an extra SVS cable laying around, and I just popped that in, and it's been fine ever since. So like, it was a cheap Amazon cable. You know, I don't even remember. You know, it was like some random brand that I never heard of. Um, but yeah, I think Monoprice has been in the game for a long time. They have a ton of stuff
Yeah.
that they just have everything like home and outdoor.
Yeah,
Um,
not just home audio,
yeah,
just
yeah.
some random stuff too.
What's crazy is I don't know if you have ever heard of Vever Tools,
No.
Elon. No, so like they're kind of like a online only retailer. I do think they have tools that you can get in like Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff.
Mhm.
But they typically sell cheaper tools to kind of the masses. Like, oh, you want like a wood chipper or something, you can go to Vever, and it's like normally it's kind of like I want to say kind of reminds me of Harbor Freight a little bit, where
Oh,
like
yeah. Yep.
it's more like it's not some big brand. But I was just perusing their site, and they make speakers, and I'm like, what? What? Like, I don't know how good they are, so don't
Yeah.
do this. But
Right.
like, this is a $130 tower speaker. I mean, what does audiophile grade sound like? Like, what does that even mean? This guy is obviously doing
What
something else.
and, like, go to the right a little bit, those sound waves coming off the speaker means they're really good.
They're really good.
Yeah,
I mean, this
just
could
so you
be
know.
some type of. I mean, it's a super tweeter. Preserve every fine detail.
Super what?
Yeah, I don't know. And then wait, so it has like a 3/4 inch super tweeter and then an inch tweeter
Oh,
instead
what?
of yeah. So I
Whoa.
thought this was funny just to bring up
Yeah.
because I don't know, and I like how they have different ones like with power ratings on them, but
Mhm.
like these are passive, so you need an amp. So what does this mean that these can handle more wattage, or like it's very confusing. It's very confusing. So I thought this was funny to bring up, not like saying, "Hey guys, these are deals." I'm saying these are probably some white van shit you don't want to
Yeah.
get. I would much rather spend money on a monoprice speaker than
Yeah.
this stuff. Now, what I will say is I do have a couple of Ever tools. They were inexpensive and they are decent quality,
Mhm.
but I probably wouldn't spend money on Weber speakers.
Yeah.
You don't want to,
Scroll back down a little bit, though. Just the fact that they've got XLR cables too.
oh yeah, yeah,
I saw
yeah.
some XLR
Um,
cables down there.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you get a whole pack for $30, 10 pack,
10-pack. Wow.
shielded.
'Cause honestly, in my experience, I have never this is another reason why I love XLR as opposed to or XLR more than RCA because just the technology behind it, how it's got the hot and the cold and the grounded pin. I mean, I've never had an XLR cable like just not do what it's supposed to do.
Unless it's
Or
wired incorrectly.
yeah,
And then yeah,
or not last forever.
yeah.
Because that I honestly don't I could see like maybe there is a little bit of justification for spending a little more on an RCA cable as far as the shielding.
Shielding, yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's braided, maybe the connector is, silver plated or gold plated, whatever. But XLRs, I, I've I've purchased some that are like $5 a piece versus like $30, and like I don't see any difference. Like
No, no.
XLR is just XLR.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I
I
love
mean,
them.
like, you guys see the colored cables I have here, and
Mhm.
that's like a choice that I made, like, because the things on my input are, like, different colors, and I wanted to match the colors with the input, and,
Yeah.
like, I have 4 people that I'm recording all the time, right?
Mhm.
And it was just a little thing. Like I wanted to get like a blue, like, pop filter for this and all that. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I would say watch out for like cheap cables on Amazon because I've gotten like
Mhm.
headphone extension cables.
Oh, yeah.
And what will happen is either they will just buzz or they were wired like incorrectly. And so basically the left becomes your right and the right becomes your left.
Oh,
And so they're
no.
flipped. Yeah. And it's just like, I remember I had that problem once and I like went to return it and they were just like, don't even return this. Just keep it. It's fine. Like just,
Yeah.
they're like, it's going to cost us more to ship it back than it was from Amazon. So yeah, I just thought that was funny. Do you want me to continue on Vever? No, I'm just kidding. I can show you. Let's see. We'll go back here. So this is something that I wanted to bring up because uh, if you're looking into getting into the Mac ecosystem at all, they're kind of getting away from home theater here. So if you guys aren't interested in this, too bad. No, hey,
Stick
look,
around.
yeah, right. If you're looking into getting into the Mac ecosystem, or you want just something inexpensive for a computer,
Yeah.
this is honestly like this is what I use. Like I actually have one right back here. This is what I use. We just bought one for my wife. This is probably the best computer under $500 like I've ever seen. However, it's Mac,
Yeah.
so you're either gonna want that or you're not.
Yep.
So I'm not saying that Mac sucks or Mac is the best. I use Mac for all of my like production work and stuff,
Mhm.
but I game and everything on a PC. Macs aren't great for gaming; they're getting better. But to kind of get into the Mac ecosystem for this amount of money, which like 479, and this thing is fast. Like
Yeah.
I literally have the base model. I edit 4K 30 and 4K 60 video on it. Export times are great. I mean, could they be better? Sure, but most of the time it's like, okay, I'll step away to go use the bathroom or whatever, come back, and it's done in 15 minutes.
Mhm.
It just really depends on like what you're doing, the type of work you're doing, but especially like for children or I don't know if you want something low power, this is great too.
Yeah.
I never turn mine off. I think just on the desktop it uses like 2 or 3 watts.
Right.
And even when I'm like rendering like hitting the CPU and GPU hard, I think it uses a max of like 25 to 30, which
Dang.
yeah, uh very power efficient. And what I do like about it too, it's if the power ever goes out, I have it on a battery backup. So
Oh, nice. Yeah.
because it's such low wattage, I can continue working,
Mhm.
for a long time if I think, oh, this is just like a brownout or whatever. Or black. I don't know what I'm saying. Words, but
Brown note?
brown note. Yes. Let's see here. I was looking at graphics cards too. So if anybody's out there into gaming, um, these are normally like for a while there you couldn't find these for like under $900.
Whoa.
Thankfully they've come down, so you can get them for 750. I think if you're looking at getting like a 50 series graphics card from Nvidia, and you have the budget, the 5070 Ti at this current price here is probably the best buy of all of them.
Yeah.
Outside of like because the 5070 is just, I think it's like around 599. And I can't remember how much faster this is. But this is actually the one I just bought, not this specific model, but I just bought one of these 5070 Ti's. Um, but if you're actually on a very, very low budget, the Intel Arc cards are great for
Wow,
250.
250.
Yeah, yeah, and that's not the cheapest one. They have a $200 one, but to me, I'm just like, if I would spend the $50 to get the B580, are they like the latest and greatest? No, but they are like making some headway into kind of creeping in on AMD and Nvidia.
Wow.
And yeah, again, if you're on a budget, definitely, definitely check that out. Check that out. And then I had to put an AMD like a Team Red card in here. This isn't really on a huge sale, but if you're an AMD fan,
10%.
hey. And yeah, the only other thing I have is gaming deals from the gaming sites I normally go to, like Green Man Gaming. These are all legitimate sites. They're none of these like gray market key sites, by the way.
Sure.
So Green Man Gaming, I use all the time. You can get some crazy good deals on here if you are willing to kind of wait and see what they have. But yeah, you can get Hogwarts Legacy for under $8. This is a problem that if anybody watching is like a PC gamer, it's these deals that hurt us because we end up buying these and they just sit and we never play them because we're like $8. I could add that to my library. Why not? I've been wanting to play that, and you just never touch them.
Yeah.
That's how our libraries grow. So, but if you're looking at getting the Steam machine, this is also a great way to look at getting some games for cheap. And I'm not saying this is the only site. You can go through Steam directly, but yeah, I like this site a lot. Also, Fanatical's another good one. Like the new Doom game for $60 or $30. I can't read apparently. Starfield for 37. I mean, that's not the only games they have. They have bundles as well, so
Oh wow.
you can sometimes get like a bundle of games. You can build your own bundle. Like, the more games you select, the cheaper it becomes. They have key bundles too, which I would say stay away from. It's just like mystery keys. You're like spend
Key.
$25 or like $15 and get 25 keys, and you're like they give you a list of things, and you're like you never get any of those like AAA games. So yeah, I mean like the RoboCop game for under like $4.
Whoa.
That's a great game. It's a great game. Arc Raider is very popular right now.
Yeah.
And then
Have you played
lastly,
it?
No, I have not.
Yeah, me neither.
I
But
have
but
not.
yeah, I keep seeing stuff
Yeah,
about
it's
it. Everybody's like,
everywhere.
"Oh yeah, got home from work, got to play Arc Raiders."
I gotta get on,
Oh,
man.
all right.
Gotta get on. Yeah, the only thing that kind of turned me off to it was has unavoidable like PvP, like player versus player. So like I'm not a big PvP guy. I'm a co-op guy, and so like you'll be
Yeah.
walking around because it's like an extraction shooter. And so like you'll be walking around like looting stuff, and then you could just like somebody could just come up to you and just kill you and take all your stuff. Like,
Oh, dude.
or you like find random people and you're like, let's work as a team to get all this stuff, and like you go to extract and they just kill you all. And then I'm just like, you can't avoid it. You can yourself go, I'm not gonna partake in this, but then and then lastly, Humble Bundle. It's another site I use all the time. Choice is really cool. You get basically 12 games. I think it's 8 to 12 games. I can't remember. They changed it recently. But basically you get 12 games a month or 8 to 12 games a month for $125 a year or for the year. So
Whoa.
I think got some really good games on there. It's called Choice, okay? So it's currently
Use code holiday25.
hey man. But yeah, and then here if you're the longer you're subscribed, the more discount you get at their actual store here. So like 20% off. I'm not logged in right now, so I'm not
The
seeing anything.
more humble you
The
get.
more humble bundle you become. Humble bundle you become? I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know.
Humble bumble.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Well, son of a bee.
That's all I got, man.
Bee rad. Just real quick. Sonos is actually a really good Costco deal. If you're wanting to get into, or maybe you already have some Sonos stuff. You're already part of the Sonos ecosystem. Maybe you have the Sonos Arc and you want to get the Arc Ultra. It is now currently $220 off for $880. And then if you want to have some surrounds behind you, the Sonos Era 100, Costco does not sell the Era 300s. So the 100s though are still very capable. They're $90 off for $320. Or if you want to go a little bit smaller, the Sonos Beam Gen 2 soundbar is on sale, $150 off for $350.
Oh,
The Sonos Sub Gen 4, $180 off for $720. Or you can get you can get the Gen 3 wireless subwoofer for $550. But just want to point this out. They have KEF. They have these
Oh,
little
wow.
KEF wireless bookshelf speakers. Yeah, this was a surprise to me. I didn't realize Costco carried KEF. It was actually fairly recently, maybe within the last couple of months or something, they started carrying KEF. But I mean, it's like I'm saying they carry all kinds of KEF speakers. No, this is it. They just have these KEF LXS2 LT wireless speakers, but some pretty cool wireless speakers that are
Yeah,
good for
man.
like desktop applications, gray, green, or white.
What? That looks more like an off-white,
Yeah, dude, come on,
almost like a
cat.
cream color.
But yeah, as you can see, they're pretty small, but yeah, they pack a little punch. These little KEF things, but it's got HDMI ARC, um, so you could use that for like a little, I don't
Is it
know, little home theater setup
yeah.
if you
Oh,
want.
and optical. So you get optical as well. So if you have
Yeah,
something that is optical.
and subwoofer outputs. So you can add your own subwoofer. You can add that SVS 3000 micro.
Oh, yeah, that would actually be kind of a killer, like 1-2 combo.
Hmm. But yeah, maybe you're wanting to get something for maybe if you have kids, maybe your kids are showing interest in audiophile grade stuff, or at least maybe realizing that the sound that comes out of their phone is shitty. So
Oh,
maybe they're
how can
starting
we
to be
tell?
like, you know what, dad? You know what, mom? I'm going to want to step up my little room setup that I got going on, and I want some KEF wireless speakers. So just something to think about at Costco. But I also want to point this out. This here Klipsch 5.0.2 surround system, when I first started my channel back in 2020, granted, back in 2020, it was not this exact style of speaker from Klipsch. It was the predecessor. So obviously, this particular style, it's better. They've improved some things. I think they can handle more power now. They're just better fidelity, et cetera, et cetera. But when I first started just doing videos about deals on stuff that you could do if you're wanting to build a home theater for cheap, this particular 5.0.2 bundle was like $7.99 or $8.99, something like that. And then several times throughout the year, it would go down to like $6.99.
Whoa.
And now $2,000. Ah! So once again, sorry, it's my fault.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's behind all of this tariff bullshit. And
Yeah. Yeah, Elon. What the heck, man?
yeah,
Yeah, Bro
increasing oil
Cinco said
prices.
he got it for 750 back in the day.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
and we have a super chat.
Whoa, 10,
The
10
Than
euros.
Thanasis. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna totally, but you know what? I'm not even gonna try, man. I'm so sorry.
Are you joining us from Greece? Because that looks like a Greek handle.
You know what? That does. Well, I want to thank you for the super chat, first of all. He says, "Hello, Brad and Nealon. How are you guys? Since last time we talked, I've upgraded to triple PB2000 Pros.
Ooh,
Yes, man. And
triple.
I watched your latest mini DSP tutorial for multi-sub, and it helped a lot. Thank you, Brad. You're very welcome. I'm so glad it helped you out. That is awesome. Like I love helping people. And yeah, I actually have a video coming out sometime this week where I use just the parametric EQs in the SVS subs that instead of using a mini DSP, and I'm kind of excited to share that because I think some people will definitely want. I still say the mini DSP route is way better, but man,
Sure.
like it's just easier. It's a lot more like intuitive. But man, like what you can do with just the PEQs alone and in the phase, I'm excited to share that. So I hope to save some people money and some headaches and stuff, if I can do that. But yeah, dude, the mini DSP is a game changer to me. And you got 3 PB 2000 Pros. Um, so thank you for the kind words in the super chat. Actually, yeah, I'm curious. Have you considered trying to run those sealed since you have three of them and you have the
Oh
headroom?
yeah.
I'm curious just to see if you've ever played around with that and kind of what results you got if you did.
Yeah, because you were saying when you switched to sealed in your theater room that you got even lower bass response.
Yeah, yeah, because I have so many. I think that's part of it,
Yeah.
but also, because of the way the port tuning works on the just ported subs in general, there's kind of
Mhm.
typically a steep drop off
Right.
after the tuning frequency, whereas like you don't really get that with sealed,
Right.
right? Like it's kind of more of a gradual roll off, so you can theoretically get much lower extension, but you lose a lot of the power, right? So you
Mhm.
need to supplement that power with more subs, the supplement the lack of power with more subs. So um, I don't think I've shared this with anyone. Well, here on the channel, but I am running 6 subs in my room right now with too many DSPs,
Woo!
and because I just have them. It wasn't like I sought this out. It's like I
Right.
so I have two PB 4000s up front, two PB 3000s in like the back two corners, and then two PB 2000 Pros in kind of sandwiched in between the PB 3000s in the rear, and
Mhm.
they're all running sealed. And in my room, according to the U mic, which is kind of inaccurate, below like let's say 10 hertz.
Yeah.
According to that, I get around six hertz
Wow.
like in-room extension at 96 dB. Like, yeah,
Dang.
it's intense. It's to the point where like I don't really boost it too much because it becomes annoying. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
tactile response. It's not like a JTR system where it's like 140 dB and it's like you're gonna feel it like moving your organs around.
Right.
It's not like that. It's very pleasant sounding and feeling. And you do get a lot of that guttural tactile feedback without making it like overdone or anything.
Mhm.
So if you guys are ever interested in that kind of thing, I kind of maybe talk about it in a video. Maybe not a tutorial directly of how like I set up the too many DSPs, but just kind of like, hey, this is an experiment I did, and here are the results, kind of thing. And then if there's a lot of people like, hey, I want to see how you did that. Like, can you break it down like step by step? Then I could do a tutorial, but I don't know if that kind of
Yeah.
thing is because it's expensive, right? Like getting too many DSPs and then setting them up, and then um, you kind of need two different computers because they don't play nice with this, like being plugged up to a single computer. And I
Yeah.
think I told you that where like I was making adjustments on one and it was also making adjustments on the other, even though I wasn't selected. Like I didn't have that one selected. So it was like I ended up having to use my PC to control the one hooked up to that, and then I like use my MacBook Air to control the mini DSP Flex, which I had in the rear, and it just became
Oh,
like a
yeah.
whole thing. I mean, it's nice to have that kind of like to be able to do that, and it's like I'm very fortunate to have like a MacBook Air where I could just plug it up and I'm good.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's not as like like straightforward as just like a mini DSP tutorial, like just a single one, right? 4 subs, yeah. So
Jeez.
yeah, six is definitely excessive. And again, what I'll say is like I had them, and I wouldn't. It's so funny. It's like I was talking to Michael about this, and he
Youth man.
youth man, yes, youth man. Sorry. and
Sorry,
he
obsessed home
Obsessed home theater, yeah.
home theater?
So I
Yeah.
was talking to him about it, and I was like, "Dude," I was like, "I don't even know how I got to having 6 subs in the room." It was just a matter of, like, I had all these, like, I was like, "You know what?" I was bored one day, I was like, "Let me just, like, mess around with this and see, what was going like, how this sounds," and yeah, it was something now. I don't know if I could go back to having like just 4 because the 6 really fills out the room like with the thing I'm like, it fills out the room. It's literally an 11 and a half by 12 and a half room with 2
Mhm.
seats. Like, really, but it is definitely like headroom for days
Yeah.
because I don't run them really high or anything like that. And I don't know. It's kind of definitely elevated the movie experience in a way where like we'll watch something like we've been watching even like Only Murders in the Building, like we've been watching that show,
Yeah.
and there's a few moments in there, but we watched oh what was this the Vin Diesel movie from like 10 years ago where he was like a witch hunter. Oh, The Last Witch Hunter, that's what it was called.
Oh, the last one.
Yeah, the last one, The Last Witch Hunter. Um the bass in that movie, I had it on like a profile that was just like plus 3 dB over what I normally listen to, and I
Mhm.
had to turn it down. Like I had to drop it down to just like my normal like profile because there's a scene in the beginning of the movie where like this big fireball erupts and like there's like a little mini explosion and yeah, I was like, okay. Yeah, 'cause it was like literally we were sitting there watching it. It was like we were physically thrown around and it was cool, don't get me wrong, but I was like, I
Mhm.
don't want to watch the whole movie like this. Like this is
Yeah.
um the 6 subs, you have reached new heights, Brad. Keep it up, my man. I'm hoping for 12 by the end of the year. Stack them. No. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's again, I don't know if that's I think again it's because I had them and I don't recommend people just say you need 6 subs, but
Yeah.
it's a cool little experiment, especially if you just have a bunch of subs laying around, even older ones. Mix and match. Like I hate this notion that like you can't mix sealed and ported, or you can't mix different brands, or you can't. It's like who
Yeah.
says? Just do you have fun messing around with stuff like that?
Yeah.
Then do it because like you never know, and the joy you get out of experimenting with it is that's part of the fun for me. I'm not saying everybody's like that. I know not everybody's like that, but I like messing around with that stuff and seeing, is this gonna like, can this be better? Or is this gonna like make things worse? So I'm a tweaker, man. Not a twerker, but a tweaker.
Here, let's where was it? I want to showcase this one. My new AVR X1700H Denon is coming tomorrow after my amp blew on my old receiver. Where do you put your receiver in your living room, out in the open for ventilation, or in a cabinet? Um, at least just on the other side of this wall here, I do have it in a cabinet, but I do often have the cabinet because they have like 2 sliding doors on the front,
Mhm.
and I do often have the cabinet door slid open, while I'm watching something. But at the same time, we've got like a thing on front that's like wicker, so it's got a bunch of holes in it. So even then, even if I did have it closed, there would still be some air to pass through.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I otherwise I wouldn't recommend running any AVR, no matter what brand, behind just like a closed cabinet. And somebody did mention that, yeah, like you can get a cabinet fan. So if maybe your significant other or your partner doesn't like to look at your, your 1700X, um, you may want to invest in a fan. They
Yeah.
usually just go on top, and then it just cycles the air out. Um, so yeah, I guess it just depends on if you need to have it closed in a cabinet, or if you can put it out in the open for
Yeah.
ventilation purposes. Great, but yeah, there are workarounds.
Yeah. I've always been a fan of like open furniture for that kind of stuff. Like, I mean, the stuff I have is like all open. Like
Yeah.
open shelves. There's no doors. There's no like it's just everything can breathe, and that definitely helps. The problem, a lot of people face, myself included, is the room will get warm the longer you're in there watching a movie or playing a game, especially if I'm playing a PC game, with a high powered, PC components and stuff that are generating heat, and all that heat
Mhm.
has to go somewhere and it's typically out. It makes it so it's like a hot box. And so you have to try to leverage that. And, you know, I need to get just a mini split or something, just keep it like 60 degrees in there all the time.
All the time.
All the time. I want like a meat locker. Like when you walk in, it's just like, oh God. Yeah.
It's like the vegetable room at Costco.
Dude, I love that room, but as soon as I go out, my glasses are just like, they just
Yeah.
fog up. And there's always someone that, or was the milk room.
Yeah, that one too. The
Yeah.
eggs.
He said AC Infinity fans are cheap and very good. I have one that sucks air and it blows it from the back on my 3800H, keeps them cool. Yeah, I actually have a AC Infinity room to room fan. So in between my theater room and literally the hallway outside, I have it like in the back corner, like near the ceiling, and it takes all that hot air from the top of like because like hot air rises.
Mhm.
So it just kind of like pulls all that air and dumps it out into the hallway. It's not the most like ideal thing, but before I had that, it was like the room was basically sealed. Like when I close the door, I keep the door closed because like we have cats and I just don't want them, kind of getting into something in there and like them getting hurt or like ruining something that's not mine, like
Yeah.
we get stuff from brands and stuff.
Mhm.
And so it would get we would watch a movie and it would get like 82 in the room.
Woo!
And yeah, that's toasty. But now with that, it has different, levels, like various, like from 1 to 10 or whatever. It's
Mhm.
like when I'm playing a PC game, generating a lot of heat, I have it on 5. I can hear it
Yeah.
a little bit, but I normally have the game kind of cranked up.
Yep.
But when we watch a movie, I have it on like 2 or 3. You can't hear it. Like it's inaudible, and it's dumping air out into you know, the hallway. I have thought about relocating the vent or maybe doubling the vent in the room because right now it's at the rear of the room
Mhm.
and like we sit like facing the TV near the front of the room. So like the vent is just above us. And I thought about like maybe trying to relocate it or splitting it and getting like booster fans and putting it up front. So it would
Oh.
literally be like dumping the air out in the front of the room and then that fan would actually be pulling that cool air through the room,
Mhm.
which is kind of how you want it anyway, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you want the air to be pulled through the room, and that would also help with like, you know, because it would be mixing with the hot air from the components. And I think it would probably work out better, but that's a whole process, man. I've
Yeah.
thought about doing that for a while, and instead of getting like a mini split,
Mhm.
because like a mini split would obviously be far more like effective, but more expensive, you know,
Yeah.
because we don't have a multi-zone system in the house in terms of AC. So it's just,
Mhm.
I have a little sensor in there because our digital thermostat allows you to add sensors to the rooms, and I can
Oh,
say,
cool.
oh, prioritize theater room, but it just means that the AC is on for the rest of the house. It doesn't close off. So it's like
Yeah.
it's 76 in there, and sometimes I'll forget about it and I'll come out at 72 degrees in the rest of the house. So
Right.
it's like it's just been on. And because I kind of have to monitor it and be like, okay, you know what? I'm comfortable with 78. I'll just like take my shirt off or whatever. I'm just sitting there watching movies topless.
Right.
It sounds so dirty when I say it like that. It's like I'm a dude. Like I just take my whatever. But yeah, no, it's yeah. Cooling is definitely something that is important in all of this stuff, and you know, uh, heat and dust are like the two biggest killers of electronics, right? Like they're
Mhm.
so especially when you look at like PC components and how hot these things are intended to run,
Yeah.
like it may not seem a lot like when you go. Well, yeah, my CPU is running at 65 degrees Celsius, and then you're like, wait, Celsius? What? That's a
Whoa.
lot. That's high.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah,
Dang. Oh, we got another
yeah.
question. Thinking about getting a rack to put my 3800H and an Emotiva Basics A3. Is it worth it? And get the AC Infinity fans to go on top of the amps in the rack? What are your thoughts, guys?
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, again, because if I can only assume that this particular rack, or I don't know, is it an exposed rack or is it the kind of rack that it's enclosed,
Yeah.
like a glass rack where there's like a door in it, everything is sealed once you close that door. Because yeah, if it is closed, then yeah, I would definitely recommend a fan. But if it's just an open rack, unless if the components all have like at least a little bit of breathing room between each other, I don't think it's all that necessary. Only if you're needing to stack that rack, like everything is right on top of each other, then yeah, I would definitely recommend some sort of ventilation or fans to go with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I've always found that like trying to get so there's two things I always think about with it, right? Like you need cool air to like cool the components, and then you need to have somewhere for the hot air to go, because otherwise you're
mhm,
just spreading that hot air around.
yeah,
So it's like, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, if the room is climate controlled, or is it like the room's air conditioned, climate controlled, like I work at a storage unit place or something. Um,
don't you?
we have climate. Well, I used to, long time ago. Never recommended. It's not great. Uh, yeah, I would say that would. I mean, honestly, though, even doing something like you're suggesting, or talking about doing and asking like what we think, any type of air movement, unless you're just blowing direct air from a heater on it, is going to be better than no airflow, right?
Mhm,
At least some airflow. But if you could figure out a way to kind of move that heat somewhere else, that's always like what I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about like what can I do to get the heat out of here.
yeah,
That's the problem, because the heat's just going to stay in the room if it's not going anywhere, unless you have a return vent in your room, or have maybe a dedicated system just for that room, which I don't think a lot of people do, but I mean it's not impossible. It's just yeah.
yeah.
He said, do you mean a wooden shelf or something? Because I was thinking a glass door one, because I will have three pieces soon, an base X A6 on its way, so lots of
Oh,
amps and stuff. It will be more tidy this way, I think.
yeah.
Yeah. I think if you're gonna do that though, and I think you're definitely on the right track. Cable management, definitely your friend.
Mhm,
Getting cables out of the way will definitely promote airflow. It's something like, as a PC enthusiast too and builder, it's like when I see people just throw stuff in cases. I mean, it's just, we're talking about PC stuff, but like it's small. It's kind of a smaller example. When you have tons of cables everywhere, that's just more resistance for the air to pass through. So like
yeah,
if you have them all nice and tidy in like one spot, the air can move more freely. So definitely like cable manage it. Yeah, I don't think like I think you can overthink this as like long as you want, but like I think just cable management and then doing what you're thinking of doing is going to be better than just not doing the fans at all. So
yeah.
kill it, bro.
I agree.
All agree. So what do you think, man? We're
I just wanted to point this out real quick. I like how the second page of home audio stuff on Costco, is, yeah, this has to do with audio, but then it quickly devolves into massage chairs,
Hey,
more massage chairs.
so
And then
expensive.
page 3, more massage chairs. I guess
Hey,
I guess Costco thinks that people like to use massage chairs as home theater seating. I don't know,
I don't know. That is that is something to think about.
but gosh, I didn't realize that Costco sold so many different types of massage chairs.
Oh yeah, like what you see in the
So,
store is a fraction of what they actually have like in their
woo,
warehouse, right?
wow.
Like it's crazy when you think about that.
So if anybody needs a massage chair for this holiday season, apparently Costco is the way to go. They have so many different kinds. News to me.
Hey man, news to both of us. I didn't know that. Sometimes like we'll look at something and I'll just gonna be like, "What? Got
Yeah.
that at Costco? Okay."
Yeah. You
Like
have
they actually
coffins here?
yeah, they probably do, you know? Are you and your loved ones having a spat? I am a coffin today to let them know how you truly
Yes.
care about them.
Send them a message.
Send them a message of love. But all right, guys. Well, I think you
Actually, one
don't
last
have
thing.
anything else. I'm
One
just gonna
last
keep. What
thing
if
I
I just
was
kept going
I
and it's just like just ignoring you? No, go ahead.
was just looking at Best Buy
Hmm.
and the newest Sony TV, the Bravia 8 2 OLED, 65-inch, is $1,200 off.
Wow. How many
Jeez.
HDMI 2.1 ports does that have? That's
Enough. I don't know.
that's a question I always have with TVs now. It's like how many?
Yeah,
Although I mean, you can get like HDMI switches and stuff. That's not really a big deal, I guess.
yeah. But I remember at Audio Advice in the Sony room, we were checking out their projectors, but they also had a room right next to it that had an array of televisions, and they had the Bravia 8 and the Bravia 8 2 right next to each other. And man, the Bravia 8 2 was definitely a lot brighter.
Did you talk to
Um,
Kayvon that was there? The guy Kayvon?
yeah,
Yeah,
he knows his stuff.
he does. He does.
Yeah, he's cool.
Name drop.
Yeah.
Sony rep. No, he's a cool dude.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a great deal for an extremely cool TV. Although for whatever reason, the Mark II version of the Bravia 8 only goes up to 65-inch, whereas the Mark I, the one that I have in my theater, is 77-inch. So not sure why they limited to only 55 and 65-inch, but
yeah, it's weird.
yeah, because this one is a QD OLED, whereas the Mark I is just a standard OLED. So
Mm. Okay. A
whatever.
little more color volume
Yeah.
or something. Or
So I
something.
think let's just double check here. Hey, the PS5 is only
Hey,
$399
hey, you can get a Sony WH-1000 XM5 too.
for wow, more than $100 off. Like
I know.
$150 off?
I
Wow.
will say, and I'm gonna just totally probably kill my my credibility here by saying this. But I don't really care. The Bose Quiet Comfort headphones for under $200 on Amazon. If you travel a lot and you want something very, very comfortable and you're not
Yeah.
really concerned with audio quality, they do have some of the best noise cancellation
Mhm.
that I've ever found. And for someone like me who wears glasses, they are very, very comfortable. And
Yeah.
they don't like you know, like the worst thing is when you have headphones and you're like, they sound great. but you put them on and they like with glasses they like will kind of push on the side here, or like
Yeah.
if you have kind of glasses that need to be adjusted and they're like wider, they just won't like seal. I don't have that problem with at all with the Bose headphones, and that's why I bought them. So again, I'm not like saying go buy a Bose home theater, but like if you want super comfortable headphones,
Right.
they are some of the best I've found. And I even talked to Gene Delasala about that, and while he disagreed with me, his wife was also is like, yeah, they're very comfortable. So he
Yeah.
can disagree with me all he wants. I was tempted to wear them tonight just to be like, we got 2 hours. Yeah. 2 hours of
You
live.
should have.
Oh, and the battery life on them is freaking crazy.
Oh,
It's
good.
it's like I think I've had them for like 6 months and I've charged them maybe 5 times. They last something like
Whoa.
30 or 35 hours. It's crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Sony Bravia 8 OLED. Oh no, this is the XR8B. Never mind.
Oh. Yeah, man. What are you doing? You're giving the wrong information.
But still, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Under $2,000 for a 77-inch OLED.
Wow.
That's a pretty good deal.
It's really good. I remember when I bought my LG OLED for $25.99 and I was like, this is C1, like, back in 2022. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a crazy deal. And then it went down like 23.99 and I got a price match. And then now it's like you can get 77-inch OLED for under 2 grand. I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember back when I got my C9 back in 2019. And it was like around
yeah,
$2,400 or something. And that was a really good deal.
yeah.
So
They're
freaking
great.
OLEDs, man.
They're great TVs.
Yeah,
But anyway, yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for tonight. You got any parting
I think
words?
so. Happy shopping.
Happy shopping.
Um, physical media for life. Yeah, go if you don't have one, maybe this is the year that you get a Blu-ray player or a 4K Blu-ray player because man, it's oh, hi Joel.
Hey, Joel. Bye, Joel.
We're still going for a couple minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's I'd recommend the Panasonic UB420. Let's see.
Joel's asking if we're back every month again. Um, I don't think so, but we haven't really talked about it. So maybe we go back to doing a one or a month.
Wonder.
Just kind of like end of the month, like touch base. I think the weekly stuff was getting too much.
Yeah.
So, and we were just busy. Like I couldn't do weekly right now. Weekly would be too tough.
Yeah, it really would. Okay. Let's see.
I'll add. Oh,
238.
never mind.
Okay. Panasonic UB450 is what I would recommend. Right now at Walmart, it is 238. That is actually a really good deal because I was just looking at the UB420 on Crutchfield and it was more. It was
Wow.
250. Um,
Something to note about this player too is if you have an older receiver and a newer display. Not that like if you have an older receiver that's like HDMI 1.4, this
yeah,
does have the dual audio output, right?
I
Like
believe
where
it
it
does.
basically will separate the audio from the video. Yep.
Yep. Whee.
If you can read the Japanese lettering there, it has
Right.
that.
Wow.
Good luck figuring out what the
Yeah.
hell does what.
But the UB420, just so you know, does not support Dolby Vision. But the UB450, like we see
Oh,
here, does support Dolby Vision. So just want to clarify that if you're looking for a 4K Blu-ray player. But 238, that's a really good
That's
deal
a hell
for a
of a deal.
4K Blu-ray player right now in 2025. Because, yeah, I assume a lot of you watching right now, all 8 of you, are at least have some sort of soundbar or AVR system.
Yeah.
So to really get the best out of your system, you gotta watch physical media. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
picture quality and sound quality. So if you have not started back up collecting physical media again, 2025 is the year, baby. Do it. And those are my closing remarks.
Well, yeah, I don't really have any. I think, like you said, physical media 2025. I will probably still continue doing what I'm doing, where I buy the physical media, rip it to a file, and then play it back from that. But
Yep.
it's always nice to have the physical version to fall back to. And I don't have my entire library backed up either. Like I think I have
Yeah.
all my 4K stuff,
Right.
but I don't have all of my like Blu-rays and DVDs just because there's so many, especially DVDs. I just stopped collecting. I had to stop collecting DVDs after 600. Like I couldn't and I've gotten rid of a bunch.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have because like there was some rare stuff in there, but
Mhm.
yeah, man. And it was like stuff that you can't get on Blu-ray. They never got a Blu-ray release or a 4K release. So, um, yeah, it's great to still have those, even if the quality isn't, as amazing as it could be.
Yeah.
So,
Because the audio, even if it's just standard Blu-ray,
yeah,
it's still gonna have kick-ass audio.
I'll even say that even a lot of DVDs with just plain Dolby Digital or DTS have better audio than their like streaming.
Mhm.
Especially HBO Max. I don't know if it's changed because or it's called just Max now, right? Or is it HBO Max again?
Back to HBO Max.
Okay. So I remember all of their catalog of movies. Like I remember watching Analyze This and Analyze That, and the audio was freaking terrible on them. Like it
Yeah.
was so bad. I don't know what they did. And yeah, the Blu-ray or the DVD audio was leaps and bounds ahead of it, even if
Mhm.
it's just compressed Dolby Digital 5.1, which I know like we live in this era of like everything's lossless but I think a well mastered Dolby Digital 5.1 track can still sound good. Is it lossless? No, but it can still sound good. We live with that for many years, and I think more importantly, if it's a good like master on the 480p side, like it's a good DVD master,
Yeah.
that's going to be important too because DVDs can look terrible,
Yeah, dude.
especially early DVDs.
Especially nowadays.
They didn't know about deinterlacing, I guess. I don't know, like
Uh-huh.
why. Yeah, why do we have scan lines and interlacing artifacts? But
Mhm. I know, dude, like, I know what you mean though, because I don't know if it's just a placebo effect, but like when I watch DVDs, just standard DVDs, 480p standard DVDs, I don't know, man. They still sound better
yeah,
than the streaming counterpart because, like Netflix, for example, streams Dolby Atmos at 768 kilobits per second.
yeah,
But the max that DTS or Dolby Digital DVD can do is 448 kilobits per
yeah,
second. But regardless, I still know what my ears are hearing. And
yeah,
I don't know, the disc still
yeah.
just sounds better.
And
You
then if it
can,
has DTS, that's even that's 1.5
yeah,
megabytes or megabytes.
yes.
So like, yeah, I think it's just the way it's mastered. Um, and I also think that all of these streaming services do some type of, even if it's light compression, not like digital compression, like they've made the file smaller,
Mhm,
the smiles faller, the file smaller. They've compressed the audio range in a
mhm,
way where it might be quieter and you have less pronunciation or less sort of like delineation between the like quietest sound and the loudest.
mhm.
and DVD is already limited in that respect. And so when you're limiting it even more, and then you're streaming it over the internet, I just think that that's yeah. Not everything sounds that way, you know. There's some
Yeah.
really dynamic, good mixes on Netflix and Amazon Prime, and uh,
Stranger Things
yeah.
sounds phenomenal.
Well, that's their kind of bread and butter. It has to sound phenomenal,
Yeah, exactly.
you know. Kind of like I'll go, I'll say like Apple TV
Hmm.
with the like Severance, like sounds amazing, fantastic.
Yeah.
All of the
Yeah.
Apple TV, even the movies that we've watched have all sounded great. But like Severance is like their, I mean, it's like the like number one watched sci-fi show of like, I mean, it's yeah, I don't know, but for good
Yeah.
reason.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. We just need to get into this AI upscaling bandwagon and upscale everything from 480p to 16K or whatever. You know,
Right.
want to see. Yeah, my wife and I we were watching when we started watching Stargate SG-1. I had never seen it, and we started watching the DVDs. And so there's something that happens too, and this is like I guess this will be my closing argument or closing thought, not
Okay.
argument. They're having multiple versions of a disc or a show or a movie out there makes it harder for the consumer to pick which one to watch because there's like pros and cons of each. So with the DVDs of Stargate SG-1, they were in their original aspect ratio, which is 4:3. They had pillar box bars, they had like basically bars on the left and right.
Mhm.
Um, they were 480p, or no, actually, I think they were 480i. They had some serious interlacing problems,
Mhm.
and the quality was like, I mean, we're talking about early DVDs from a show that was, I think, started in '97.
Yeah.
So yeah, compression is out the window. What the hell is compression? Um, but so then we were like, okay, well, I was like, there's got to be like a better version out there. And then it was on Prime Video, except it's cropped to 16:9,
Mm.
and it's like HD, but it's not really HD. It's like they just took the 480p and they did some noise reduction and put some sharpening on it, and it looks really bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, so which one do you choose, right? And then they
Yeah.
came out with the remastered Blu-rays, which were basically the DVDs that were de-interlaced. They just threw a ton of noise reduction on them, sharpening, and then they also cropped them. So like
Oh.
you didn't really get any, and they didn't even like do any like AI reconstruction of it, right?
Mhm.
Holy crap, they basically just made everything look super blurry with their noise reduction and got rid of all the grain, which the show was shot on, I think, 35 millimeter for the first, like, there's 8 seasons of the show, I think, or 10 seasons. I think there's 10 seasons. For like the first 6 or 7, they shot on film, and then they switched over to digital. You could see
Ah.
the difference, like you could see the transition.
Mhm.
And thankfully once we kind of got into the 2000s, things got better with film and compression and digital. So like shows like Psych and Monk, Monk especially, they started out on film, they ended on film, but then Psych, about 2 or 3 seasons in, they switched over to digital, and it was like a night and day difference.
Yeah.
So um but yeah, that's my closing thought is DVDs aren't bad, they're just
Yeah.
old. Just like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this, but you can still listen to tape, like cassette tapes from back in the day, like
Yep.
that's it. Yeah. I mean, it's older technology and it's not up to like the par of like 4K and stuff. But honestly, some of the stuff is just, it's just better than streaming. And if it's better than streaming, I'll take it.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's it.
Alrighty. Happy shopping, everyone.
Happy shopping. Happy Thanksgiving and
Yes. Happy
Kwanzaa or
Thanksgiving.
whatever. Um, but yeah, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have some good family time. And if not, jealous of you because like I'm an introvert and I like to not go anywhere. Uh, anyway, but yeah, I don't know if we'll do this again soon. Maybe not every week, but
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Maybe we'll do something towards the end of 2025, like a last
recap.
shebang for the year. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys.
Right.
Well, until next time,
Yeah. Have a great week.
have a great weekend. Weekend. Bye.
Bye.